Leland Conway, no apologies.
When I heard Senator McConnell say that the Casey Anthony verdict is a compelling reason for the Bowling Green terrorists to be tried in a military court, I had to do some serious thinking about why a person who normally thinks before he speaks on public policy would say such a thing. McConnell is a lawyer by training and knows that the Founding Fathers set up a criminal justice system that is acknowledged as the best ever devised by any country. Did the Casey Anthony trial cause him to abandon the very principles the framers of the Constitution devised to ensure justice, things like trial by a jury of peers in order to make sure that no one is denied life, liberty, or property without due process of law? And no, it had nothing to do with citizen versus non-citizen. He indicted the whole system with his statement. Why did McConnell turn his back on our founders?
While Mitch McConnell's Casey Anthony trial analogy was a poor one, Senator McConnell is correct in his belief that the Bowling Green terror suspects should be sent to Gitmo and tried in a military court. These two men were caught red-handed in an act of war. They were both self-proclaimed members of Al-Qaeda, a group we're currently at war with, and neither is a U.S. citizen. There is legal precedent for such cases dating back to World War II, in which German Nazi operatives were caught trying to sabotage the American war efforts here on our own soil. The two terror suspects apprehended in Bowling Green were not only caught red-handed, but fingerprint evidence links them back to actual prior attacks on U.S. soldiers in Iraq. The bigger question here, though, isn't whether or not they are tried in a civil or military court. The bigger question is, how did two members of Al-Qaeda, whose fingerprints show up in our database, qualify for student visas and get in the country in the first place? I think it's time to ask some tough questions at the Department of Homeland Security. I'm Leland Conway. No apologies.
The views and comments expressed by the commentators do not necessarily reflect the views of staff and management at ABC 36. We want to know what you think. Call or email 36 Listens.